delicious ice cream you always like to eat?
Yeah!
Well, that all started in the 7th grade in gym class. We were a little slow.
Yeah, we weren't the fastest kids.
And so that kind of stemmed from, we became friends in high school, and after flunking out of college, we kind of just decided to do something with our lives together.
Yeah, who would have thought a kid who's going for pre-med would end up as an ice cream shop owner?
Hey, you shouldn't be talking. I'm not the one who couldn't hold a steady job.
It's not my problem I had problems with authority.
Anyway, so our first idea, it wasn't ice cream, it was to start the UBS.
UBS is the United Bagel Service. Every morning you get the New York Times with coffee and a bagel.
That didn't work out too well, as you can tell.
Yeah, so we ended up taking a correspondence course for $5 at Penn State on ice cream making.
It was actually a really good class. We got 100 on the final. It was awesome.
Yeah, but it was open book.
Yeah, we just don't mention that part. So afterwards, we found this abandoned old gas station, and it was in Burlington, Vermont, and it was in, I think, was it 1978? Yeah, it was 1978. I don't know.
And well, we kind of told the person who loaned us the money that we took courses at Penn State, and he thought that was awesome, but we forgot to tell him that it was an open book test and it was really correspondence courses.
Yeah, we just left that fact out. But he gave us the loan, so it all worked out in the
It
end.
was all good.
And besides, is he a member of the Ice Cream Flag?
I think so.
I think so, he might be. So anyway, after that, we renovated the whole gas station, and on May 5th, 1979, we opened Ben & Jerry's in Burlington, Vermont.
And actually, our first week of opening, we ran out of ice cream, so we had to close early.
And our first year, we had great success, and we decided we wanted to give something back to the community.
Yeah, and with us growing up during the 60s, we wanted to bring our 60 values into our business.
And what ended up happening was the president awarded us the National Small Business Person of the Year in 1988.
And we actually wore ties to that event.
That's weird.
So, as you can see, this is our normal dress up.
Yeah, we don't dress up. So after that, we decided. What did we do after that? I don't know.
Well, actually, we decided that with our business, we wanted to make it more of a community-based business. And one of the things that we did is we unbleached the cardboard that we use to make our containers to make it more eco-friendly. And we also only use local Vermont farmers for the milk that we use.
And one of our main mission statements was to help the community. It was to help our community. And that's just not the community of Vermont. We decided to help our community locally, nationally, and even internationally.
If you notice, a lot of the flavors that we have are contributed to some type of cause. And all the proceeds that we get from it go to that cause.
For instance, Imaginary World Peace. It promotes, it's basically sending out John Lennon's message of give peace a chance.
Another one we just let out is Mission to Marzipan, which is basically for space exploration, and we're hoping that the future can go find new things like we did when we got this ice cream.
And another one, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it, it's called Fish Food. All the proceeds go to the
Lake Champlain.
And preserving it and preserving the watershed. And we also have a lot of other flavors.
And we have a lot of other flavors like Americone, which some people might relate to Stephen Colbert.
Just a little.
And then there's also American Pie, which is basically putting everything that America is for and how we spend our money.
And there's also One World Cheesecake Brownies.
Yes.
And that, it's a weird combination, cheesecake and brownie, you never really think of it. But it's actually pretty good. Ben tastes everything, he has no taste buds, but we just leave out that fact. But that's to basically eliminate poverty in other countries. And not poverty, hunger. And
so finally, after doing all this, we really are starting to get a big worldwide, everybody's involved with this. We have people involved in a lot of our fundraising and everything else that we do. And one of the other things that we do is we work with Grayston Bakery, who helps us, if you guys like any of the brownies that are in your ice cream, they provide all the brownies for it, and they help us with our different fundraising.
But there's one twist to it. The Grayston Bakery, they want to give everyone a chance, just like Ben & Jerry's. They want to give everyone who wants a job, who needs employment, a chance. So everyone who walks through the doors, they get a job. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, but they give everyone a job. They also work in the community to eliminate poverty just in the United States. And they provide daycare and health care, and it's really amazing. So please support the brownies because it will help support Grayston. And they also have their own kind of roundup, and it's really a unique cause.
And what's also pretty cool is that if you go on our website, benandjerrys.com, you can notice a lot of the activism that we're in. We have our own Ben & Jerry's organization, which helps everybody. And we just really wanted to make our company a company that anybody can feel that they're fit in.
Oh,
Like, everybody's loved in it. If you come, we'll take you no matter who you are.
And also, we're gonna have you help us out with something at the end of this presentation. Any idea that is submitted to Ben & Jerry's for ice cream, any idea at all, it's taken seriously. Like Cherry Garcia, it was sent in an anonymous postcard from 2 deadheads. They said, why not do it in honor of Jerry Garcia? And we're like, okay. So that's how Cherry Garcia became to be. So we really take anything seriously. And there's actually a contest open right now that we're holding. And if you submit your ice cream to Ben & Jerry's, we'll take it seriously, and that ice cream could become a reality.
So, well, we decided here.
Oh, and also we have a graveyard. Now we're not always able to produce all ice cream. There's one we start out, and also with us, on our first week of opening, we were trying to find out all these different flavors and everything. So we combined anything into the churn, and whatever came out. And if people didn't like it, we didn't make it again. But we tried everything. There was like honey, apple, chocolate, nut thing. No one
Yeah, it
liked
didn't
it.
go too well. But
That was my
anyways,
fault.
some of the other ones are like devil food cake, which I thought was pretty good, but I guess you guys didn't like too much.
Ben, what did I tell you? You have no taste buds.
Not my fault.
Yes, it is.
There's also Rainforest Crunch, with all the proceeds went to the rainforest and restoring it and making sure people didn't like cut it down like as they are doing today. And some other ones are there's Louisiana Mud, which didn't go too well, I guess because of the name. And then there's also, I think it was Russia White, that didn't go too well.
That
Yeah,
was a
that
mistake.
kind of went downhill.
And also, if you visit our factory, we actually have a whole section of the factory, the graveyard, dedicated to all these flavors. And there's many, many more. So.
Yeah, we only put a couple up here that were really the top ones that people didn't like.
they got their awards. Anyway, we want to show you some videos of ours. The first one is basically about our factory and what we do. So if you can
And
like
how we make our ice cream.
Just take one guy with a beer and one guy without a beer, and a few hundred pretty ladies who are raised with love, and some farmers over here and here and here and here who handpick these nuts and these beans, which become these hunks and a chunkinator and a swirl of fire and 40 degrees below zero and a tub and a spoon, and that's what goes into fair trade chocolate macadamia. Oh, wait, and universal love and a bit of feng shui and all this stuff. New from Ben & Jerry's.
Get the lights back on. And also one of those things that was mentioned in the video was Fair Trade. That is a new organization that we recently joined, and it goes into a lot of products in our ice cream.
As you can see, a lot of the vanilla and cinnamon and chocolates that we get are all from Fair Trade.
And what Fair Trade is, most companies and major ice cream companies, they all basically underpay people. They try to get the lowest price for everything because they want to make cheap products and sell it and bring up the price so they make a huge profit. We don't like that. We think that that's just wrong. So the Fair Trade basically pays farmers what their crop is
supposed
worth,
to be getting.
what they're supposed to be getting. It's not jipping them of anything.
And then we also are involved with a lot of other things.
Like
Right.
another thing called global warming. We
We
try
made hydrocarbon freezers to help with that so we don't ruin the ozone layer or put any more carbon into the greenhouse air.
and
And
so
then
you
we're
wouldn't think it,
also-
but there's a lot of political
I want to
views.
give you an idea
Oh,
as to exactly how many nuclear weapons the United States currently has. Here's one BB. That represents the equivalent of 15 Hiroshima-sized bombs. Now here's 6 BBs. That would be enough nuclear weapons to blow up all of Russia. And now I'm going to drop the amount of BBs that represents our total nuclear arsenal.